Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on jclips. So my hair right now doesn't have anything in it, there's no product, there's just a little bit of iron guard because I flat ironed it, but as you can see there's absolutely no volume in towards the crown, and usually in my other videos or in any other day I'll have a lot of volume in my crown. So I just want to do this to show you guys the before and after difference. I'm going to be testing jclips and what they are. I'll show you the package. So it says 3 easy steps, and basically you're gonna wet your crown area or wet all your roots. I put a little bit of product in it to keep the hold a little bit more. You're gonna insert these little clips. So it's just mine are pink, they come in blue or black. All you have to do is open it like that. So basically the idea, when you flip this into your hair, this is gonna cause a crimp in your hair, causing a lot of texture and a little bit more volume, so that's what's gonna help hold all of the volume. Yeah, my hair's really fine, and I've tried this before, and it hasn't held that well. I've used quite a bit of product in the past, no product. It just, since my hair is so fine, it doesn't hold a curl well, it doesn't hold a crimp well. So we're going to test it out again so I can show you guys what it is, because I actually looked up on YouTube earlier, and there's not a whole lot of jclip videos. All of the videos are from jclips themselves, and like I said, you never know how reliable it is through a company. I mean, if you watch their videos, it looks really good, it looks really convincing. It's just my hair is a little bit more difficult. So I'll show you exactly what we're going to do and kind of how to do the placement of the jclips. It's really random. You just have to build a base right at the front here at the crown, and then all your clips are going to go in towards it, so they all kind of hold together. So I'm going to wet all of my roots. I'm going to use a spray bottle just with water, and then I'm going to use some hairspray. So hopefully that just provides a little bit more grip. Since my hair is really clean right now, I just want it to be a little bit dirty. So let's get started. So for the first couple of jclips, I'm going to use 5 of them to form this row. So I've gone ahead and wet this section. You're just going to take this, open it up, and you're going to insert it in the front. So this little pointy part sticks forward. Just going to lay that down and pull that forward. So then I'm going to take the second layer, do the same thing and wet it. I'm going to take that and put that layer down. I'm going to take the third set, I can't see now, but when you get used to placement, you don't even have to do what I'm doing really. So I know it's a little bit hard to see, so what I've basically done so far is put jclip, and another jclip behind it. So it's kind of going to form a little curve shape around the crown of your head. I'm going to take the fourth one, do the same thing. Just make sure it's nice and wet. Take this one, do another row behind it. And then for the fifth one, I'm going to take my jclip, and instead of putting it down my head like this, so you can see the curved parts pointing forward, I'm going to turn it around like this, and I'm basically going to dig that underneath the 4 clips that I already have. So that's going to hold your base there, and it's going to provide a little bit of volume. So I'll just flip all that hair back. And I also have a problem with the front, so I'm just going to put another one right here for good measure. So I know that's really hard to see. And then I'm just going to quickly wet that and spray a little bit more hairspray. So that's going to be the main shape that you're going to start forming things around. Yeah, so hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit of this, and when we come back I'll just tell you what to do, what the next steps are. Okay, so this looks really sexy, I know. Basically, it's the exact same as the instructional pictures. So we are at that step right there, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to blow dry it, and this is going to be our end result. So it should provide a lot more volume and lift. So we're going to blow dry that, and we're going to come back. So I end up just re-wetting all my roots, as you can see, or as you saw, and then I put a lot of hairspray in it too. Not too much, but just enough to give it enough hold and texture. So hopefully this works out. Fingers crossed, and we'll see the results. Hey guys, so this is going to be the big reveal. I'm kind of excited because it feels like it's going to work. My hair should be dry, completely dry. It took me about 10 minutes to blow dry. And the reason also why you need your hair to be wet for this is just because when you crimp it, the hair is going to set from wet to dry instead of just doing like a crimp and dry hair. It's not going to be as effective. At least that's how they explain it on her website. So all I'm going to do is take all these out, and hopefully you'll see some good volume. So when you're taking it out, it's a little bit different for me because I have some extensions that kind of got in the way. So all you're going to do is take it from this little loop and pull it straight out. So as you can see there, there's no tangling. Okay, so it doesn't look like much. So you can see kind of the volume, and basically this is just going to create all your texture everywhere. So just make sure it's completely dry. I'll flip it around to see if I can show you some of the texture. So everywhere that you've placed clips, you'll be able to see noticeable crimps all over. And that's going to be the foundation for your big hair. So I wouldn't recommend combing it out, I would just leave it as is. But what you want to do to the top layer is just to hide all the crimps. So you're going to be able to see a better video if you actually visit the jclips website, or if you see her YouTube videos. This is just me doing it on the fly, and I don't really have a good quality camera. So you just want to take the top layers. I kind of brush them out because these ones, they're not crimped at all. We'll take our flat iron. So I'm just going to have it on a really low setting. This is my Babyless Nano Titanium. It's got the ones with the heater plates on the side. So I'm just going to put on a very low setting. There's where are we? There's a low, medium, and then really hot. So I don't think that it's necessary to put on a really hot setting, just since we're doing a couple of strands of hair on the top. So all you're going to do is take the sections on top, and you're going to flat iron that. And these are just the very top layers that aren't crimped. You want to make sure that you don't touch all the crimped areas and flat iron that, because that's just going to ruin all the hard work that you just did. Okay, so it feels bumpy in the back. And all I'm going to do is take my back combing tool. This is one of the ones that I use. It's got 3 plastic rows in there. And this one I find doesn't snag my hair as much when I use it. So what you're going to do with the sections that you just flat ironed, you're going to very gently take that and just back comb it a little bit. And I'm actually going to back comb some of the texture as well. You don't want to back comb it too much, or you're probably going to take out some of the texture. But just because there is texture in it, it's going to help with creating that back comb quite a bit more. Just doing this really quickly, I would spend probably quite a bit more time trying to hide all the texture and all the layers, and back comb just a little bit more so it gives me some good volume. But since I'm just doing this in a YouTube video, I'm not going to take quite as much time because I just want to show you what it could look like. So I fussed around a little bit more after this video, and this is the end result that I've got. So I think it's very polished, and it's quite a bit better than the flat hair that I had before, and there's really not any back combing or back. So I'm not creating that nest of knots in my hair, which is really nice. So all you have to do is pull down your hair, and it pops right back up. So I think that's really cool. You don't really have to worry about every time somebody touches your hair, you have to back comb it, because that's what I did before. So I'm pretty pleased. 2 big thumbs up for that. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.